Hi, I'm Ben McEwing, and the clinical issue that I would like to focus on is working with women who may have experienced sexual or domestic violence. I imagine myself working in private practice, and as a white cisgender male in my late 40s, I'm aware that this context brings opportunities and challenges. One challenge is the gendered power dynamic. Most perpetrators of this kind of violence are men. So many survivors who I work with may initially feel unsafe working with a male therapist. Another challenge is my own protective energy. I carry a strong impulse to want to fix or rescue, and in this work that could easily overwhelm the client or block their process. I also don't come from a social work or psychology background, so I don't have direct experience with triaging complex cases. This means I need to be very clear about my own limits, my responsibilities, and the referral pathways available to me. Ethically, this brings up a number of considerations: holding firm boundaries, ensuring informed consent, maintaining confidentiality whilst also being clear about mandatory reporting, and staying close to supervision to process the emotional content of this work. It's also about staying present with complex field conditions: gender inequality, systemic failure, cultural contexts, which will shape the experience of domestic and sexual violence. Gestalt therapy offers me a way to hold these challenges. Phenomenology reminds me to stay close to the client's experience without rushing to interpret. Dialogue helps me co-create a relationship where power can be renegotiated, where I'm not the expert doing the fixing, but a safe and responsive presence. Field theory keeps me aware that her story, my client's story, doesn't happen in isolation. It's shaped by the wider social field. And experimentation lets me offer gentle, embodied practices like pendulation and grounding that support nervous system regulation without overwhelming the client. In terms of responses, my role is not to solve or to intervene, but to embody a safe, steady male presence, to slow down, to listen deeply, and to believe my client. I can support them in finding resources within themselves, when appropriate, collaborate on safety planning, or link them with specialist services. Just as importantly, I need to stay connected and resourced myself, leaning into supervision and peer support to work through my own reactions to that which I am encountering with them. In closing, I'm reminded of a line I learned recently. Nothing can prepare you for what you will hear, and yet everything you need is already in your presence. So with that in mind, I will move forward with the paradox of this work. My commitment is to keep showing up with presence, to honor ethical responsibilities, and to continue growing as a practitioner through supervision and practice.